Hi everyone, I'm Alba and hope everyone is okay. So I recorded this video to share with you a few things, and you'll excuse me, I'll be checking my phone so that I don't forget all the things I want to talk about. And I keep running out of breath, so you'll have to bear with me. Uh, yeah, so a while ago, within the course of time, I was having a few health scares, I was having a few things going on with my health, and when I tried to go for checkup, I was found with a condition that could lead to different heart diseases. So I haven't re- I haven't been really able to go and find out what is really wrong with me, and but my symptoms are getting worse. So I took it upon myself to use this time that I have. I don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. I don't know what if I'm going to make it. I don't know. So I took it upon this time that I have, because the only time we have is today. Tomorrow is never promised, to do the things that I wanted to do. So a while ago, I decided to record my story about mental illness and about dealing with mental illness and being a victim of sexual violence and sexual abuse. So I recorded this, and within the course of time, I talked to people around me about it, and people had a lot to tell me about it. They told me, given the fact that I don't have a bigger platform, maybe people would not listen, and I needed to do something to help myself be noticed, and then I can share my story, because most of these things are done by celebrities. That's when the world listens, because they already have a platform. And I said, when I within the time, like, I've been getting worse, so I said we start from something, and I would want to use this in the given time that I have. So I wanted to create a bigger platform. I wanted to also gain a platform. I wanted to gain a voice. Like, I wanted to have a voice that is heard, so that I can help people out there going through mental illness that don't even know, people out there that are surrounded by people who are dealing with mental illness, sexual abuse that is going on in our day-to-day lives. The girls, like young girls and even women, are going through these things, but they can't even talk about it. They can't even share with anyone, because they don't feel like there's that place. So I wanted to help reach out a voice to maybe help create that place, the safe place where people can go, or maybe people can run to when they are dealing with these issues that I also dealt with, and I didn't have anywhere to go to, or I didn't have anyone to turn to. So within my video, I was nervous. It is not easy to talk about. It is not easy to talk about the deep dark things that you have been through. Excuse me. It is not easy to talk about these things. So I was a bit nervous, but I was strong. Like, I prayed and decided, like, I'm not going to cry. I'm going to be strong enough and talk about these things. And thank God I made it. Um, it is not so perfect, but I would beg for you to bear with me. The audio somewhere is not okay, but it's at least you can hear what I was saying or communicating. And it is sad that within the course of time, when I was trying to reach out, because since they had told me I don't have a platform, I don't have a, like, there's no one that is going to really listen to someone, like, I'm a nobody, maybe. So I tried to reach out to people maybe who had a following, or who had a platform, or who had that chance to help me reach my voice, to help me reach my message as far as it could reach. But people shut me down, and even when I decided to share it with the people around me, people were like feeding me with negativity. They were giving me backlash, and some of it I understood, but I would expect people to support. Like, if you hear someone is going to do such a thing, because the things that I went through could be, your sister could be going through them, or could have gone through them, and you don't know, because not everyone just wakes up, or not everyone just opens up about these things. And people are going through mental illness and they don't even know it. And girls are going through sexual abuse. Some of them, um, like parents and even young girls, are going through these things, but they can't share them to their parents, and parents don't really make that extra mile to pay attention to their children. So I decided to use my story, to use my voice. I am not doing this for anybody but myself, because I believe everyone goes through things in life for a purpose. Like, there's a purpose to everything you go through. And when I prayed and thought about everything in the course of years, I said, you know what, I think my purpose is to share my story. And I came to agreeing that this is what I wanted to do and this is what I needed to do. And you would expect support from people around you, but others were ridiculing me, others were making fun of me and making all sorts of comments, and others were saying, how are people going to look at you, people that know you, people that are family and all that, how like are going to be wondering why you did this. But at the end of the day, I didn't ask for any of the things that happened to me. I never woke up one day and said, I want this to happen to me. These things started from when I was young, and then they kept following me. And because there was no one to be paying extra attention to me or be there for me, or as a child and as a person, I didn't have anyone to pay attention to me, and I wouldn't wish anyone, I wouldn't wish this to anyone. So being that there was no one there for me, these things happened to me and I didn't ask for them. I wish they didn't happen to me, but they did happen, and I've overcome these things. I've lived with them. I've been able to live my life the way I've tried to live it. With this pain, I would, despite it, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy dealing with depression and having to act okay around the people that I be with. It is not easy, but I've lived with these things, and I've been trying. I've tried, and most of the things that I've been through, no one would even believe because of the way I've tried to live my life. Because I didn't have anyone to really be there for me and guide me, like, and help me understand what I was going through or help me overcome the things that I was going through. So they kept on happening. But I've lived with them and I'm okay. I'm not completely okay, but I'm okay with sharing it. So be I would expect people to be supportive of this and be like, what you're doing is okay. We are willing to do anything we can to push this story, to push your voice, to help you, like, because we can't do anything like alone. You can't do all things alone. You need an extra hand. So that is what I really, really, really would have hoped for or needed. But when I saw no one was really willing to stand there for me or stand with me, I said, you know what? I did this. I took it upon myself to record my things, and I've come this far. And this is not something I just woke up one day and said I want to do. I've been wanting to do this for a long, long time. But I believe everything has its own timing. So I now I feel like now is the time for me to use this help people, to use this shine a light in people's lives that are going through a lot, that would be inspired by what I've been through, and being able to overcome these things, and being able to be here today and be the person that I am today. So people around me were coming to me and telling me, like, people are going to be looking at you different. You don't have to look at me different. I'm still the same person. I'm still me. What I've been through doesn't define me or doesn't determine who I'm supposed to be in life, or who I'm, or how the world is supposed to look at me. I determine everything, and I determine that this is not who I am. Yes, I've been through these things. I've taken them, and I've overcome them. Like, at least I'm still here, and I'm not going to change. And I would hope for people around me to still take me as the same person, or look at me as the same person, because the things that I've been through were from my past, and I'm thankful to God that I've made it through. So yeah, so I would want to request anyone who would see this to help me share it, to help my message reach as far as it can, to help anyone. You don't know, even the person around you could need to hear my story, or you would need to also know this for the person around you, because a lot of people are going through a lot of things that they can't share with people around them, because sometimes you can't trust the people around you, and then the other times people don't really, really take like me, I would share what I'm going through, or when I talk about depression, people really think they know it or they can understand, but it is very hard. It's only you, the person that has dealt with these things, that can only understand what you're really going through. But it's not okay to deal with these things alone. So you would also need to hear this, to maybe pay extra attention to the people around you, to care more, to listen more, to follow up people more, because people don't really vent into people because they're afraid of being disappointed, just like I have, because I've shared my story with over a lot of people. I've talked about my story over and over again, but I was disappointed each and every time, until I decided it is just me who is going to help myself. It is just me who's going to make something out of myself. So I would request for you to share, go and subscribe to my channel where I'm going to be sharing the 3-part video, and I'll continue on, like every part that I share I'll be continuing to talk more about it, because a few things were cut out and I would like to explain myself even more. People would watch and have questions, and I would want to answer those, and as well like share more about the things that I've been through, because I didn't share everything. And besides that, like continue like to go and like my Facebook page. I'll be sharing them, but at the end of the video, my social media handles, go and follow me, where I'll be communicating about a lot of things. Like continue sharing, encourage people to subscribe to my channel, encourage people to continue following me, so that we can help people, we can help raise something, like maybe a voice, raise awareness, bigger and better awareness to these things, at least for people to find refuge that I needed, that I didn't get, and to find where to confine, to find that safe haven where they can go and express themselves and feel like they'll be okay. And yeah, so I would like to thank everyone that is watching, and thank everyone that is willing to be a part of me, even those people that want to be a part of me and help me like push my story further. I'm welcome to anything that is helping this, genuinely helping this. And thank you very much. And to people out there that are going through mental illness, that have been victims of sexual abuse, that are even right now victims of sexual abuse, I just want you to hang in there and know that it is okay, and you don't have to do this alone anymore. I'll be here to share with people, and even those people that would listen to me and maybe relate and want to share even with me their stories, or want to do something with themselves as well, they can reach out to me and we see what to do. And yeah, I think that is it, and thank you so much, and God bless you, and I will be hoping for the best out of this. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you very much, and God bless you. And another important thing that I had forgotten to talk about is silence. Like keeping quiet I think is the root cause of all these things that keep on happening. Because even myself, I believe if I had maybe talked to someone, if I had someone that I could really talk to that can help me, or can help like guide me or help be there for me, or if I talked earlier on, the other things that happened to me wouldn't have happened to me. So I took this time and said, you know what, let me talk right now and help other people, because I believe someone would listen to me and hear my story and be helped, or maybe be saved. And I would request for people to be kind more. I would request for people to be welcoming more. If you hear someone that is going through something, or if someone reaches out to you when they're going through something, please don't shut them out, because I believe we are here for each other. Like we're here to be there for one another. So if you shut this person out and the other person, everyone shuts each other out, there is no help that is going to be resolved. And these things are going on every day. Your child could be going through these things, your sister, your cousin, or anybody, like anyone around you could be going through these things. People around you could be battling with depression and fighting suicidal thoughts and fighting suicide, like they're fighting with themselves, because they have all these people around them, but people are not welcoming, people are not like understanding. And I would request for people to be kind more, listen to each other more, like be there for each other more, like be a shoulder for each other, like pay attention to the people around you, because I believe if we talk and share these things, there's somehow like there's something that is done. And with talking, me coming out to talk, I believe it's going to help a lot of people. It's going to help a lot of young girls and children that would listen. And I mean, parents that would listen, they would pay more attention to their children. So talking is the best thing. Like keeping quiet is bad, and like keeping quiet is the worst enemy we have. We have to talk about these things, so that we help our children, so that we help the people around us, we help our friends. And that is why I decided to talk, and that is why I decided like, and that is why I kept on like saying, please be more understanding, please be more caring, please be more considerate about others. And yeah, that is it.